It was a time of great adventure and danger. Shunned by his kin, an illager wanders the land, seeking a new home. But all he found was hatred. Driven by rage against those who wronged him, he wandered blind to whatever end. Until at long last, the illager found something that would change him forever. The Orb of Dominance. Corrupted by evil, driven by vengeance, the Arch-Illager made all bow before him. And if they did not bow, they would fall. The Illagers raided the land. Who would have the valor, the purity of heart, to stand against the Arch-Illager's reign of terror? Well, not that one. But maybe you.
Hola mis pipis, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to be playing Minecraft Dungeons for the first time. Minecraft Dungeons. Technically not the first time though, because I saw it at the arcade that I go to, and I fell in love with it, and I decided to download it on my PlayStation. We're just going to say it was a channel expense. Justifying it because I can play it for you guys. The scripture for today is Luke 10:19. Luke 10:19. And it reads, "Behold, I give you the authority to trample on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means harm you." Read it one more time. "Behold, I give you the authority to trample on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." Luke 10:19.
The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
First mission. I wasn't too sure on the controls when I started this. They were different from the arcade controls, and I didn't lot of study, a lot of prayer, a lot of asking God to make me understand things. Even though I don't want to study most of the time. Not sure what that does. But hey, free loot. I think you get to upgrade your base with enough coins. Does anybody know what the fishing rod does? Like what it actually does besides fishing? I used to play this zombie game. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a mobile game. And you could take a fishing rod to different areas of the map. And instead of getting fish, you would get loot. Like weapons and armor, tools, stuff like that. Maybe it does the same thing. I'll have to try it out on the next video. I wasn't sure what the tower run was. This wasn't at the arcade, and my friend who has played this before said that when the game first came out, this wasn't in there. So he wasn't sure what it did. I was a little nervous to try it. And no spoilers, but it gets really hard. Just let y'all listen to the music for a minute. I wanted to just give you guys a section in the video to listen to the Minecraft sounds. They're so relaxing. They make me sleepy. But now we do mission 2.
By the Arch-Illager's decree, all free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the Illagers. or there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends.
See, but we know at the beginning of this video, because of the scripture, it'll be okay. It'll all be okay. The zombies aren't too hard to deal with. They usually just want it. Sometimes it's difficult when there is a lot. But they're usually not the problem. What gets you is the skeletons, the archer skeletons, and the cube guy, which we'll see later in the video, and the spiders. The spiders are something else. They don't do much damage, but they trap you in the sticky web. And then there's this blue fire thing that, well, it basically lights the ground on fire. And it's difficult to deal with when you're distracted and there's a lot of zombies and you don't realize the ground is on fire. Or maybe I'm just not that observant. I don't know. The visuals in this game are so beautiful. Minecraft always has such great visuals. Visuals, sounds, everything. And guys, in the battle pass, I don't know what it's called in Minecraft, but the season pass, maybe, there's a hedgehog, a cute little hedgehog. And my favorite animal since I was like 3 is a hedgehog. I think we should do a video trying to get all the rewards and trying to earn the little hedgehog. The levels aren't too hard right now. Not too many enemies. Does anybody know why the villain is called the Illager? Why is that? My friend said it's because he has ill intent. But I just didn't expect it to be that simple, but I guess it makes sense. I kinda got lost on some of the maps. sudden, we just kind of decided to try it, me and my friend. There's the spiders. I don't like the spiders. But we watched Cyberpunk. I've played a little bit of the game, and we decided to try it, and
villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
We did it, guys. We saved the villagers. And we get to open a chest. Tasty bone is what it said. Not really sure what that does. But we got a lot of gems. I just put them in the inventory. I'm not sure what else you do with them. And now we try the tower run. I would like to say that I had to force quit the tower because it would not let me go to the next level for some reason, even though I passed it. It's not my fault. But on the next video, I looked up how to do it. Turns out I was just being dumb. But we're going to try it again on the next video. And hopefully this time I can actually do the tower run for real. That scared me the first time I heard it. The shaking and the rumbling. I was like, oh no, a boss already. I did not almost die and fall into ice water on the very first level. I don't know what you guys saw, but I totally did not do that. It's okay. My friend wanted to try this, and he kept falling in the ice water. He must have done it at least 5 times, and he was getting chased. That's why he's so tired. He's literally snoring. This is the level I had to stop at. Oh no. I would like to point out that I did pass the level. Just saying. I just didn't know how to get across. You'll see what I mean in a second. There's so many of them. The zombies aren't a problem, it's those skeletons. See what I mean? You have to get to that door to go to the next level, but there's no way to get to it. Well, actually there is, but I didn't figure that out until later, after the fact of filming this video. I was looking for another door. Maybe I had to do something, I wasn't sure. Maybe there was a secret hatch or something, I don't know. I would like to say that the music gets a little loud and abrasive, I guess is the word right here. It's not the most pleasant music, but it technically is a battle floor. So, just a little warning. And I fell. Angrily just hitting it. Towards the end, I was just pushing buttons, so I just left. But like I said, it is okay, because we can do another mission and try the tower run in the next video.
The Illager raids have roasted this once lush land to ruin. Only one village remains unspoiled in this corner of the world. Make haste, hero. We must warn the villagers there of the battle to come. You are their only hope.
We're their only hope. I guess they haven't mentioned. I've been meaning to ask you guys, what do you think about doing a Bible reading
pumpkin pastures go on to fight another day.
I hope you enjoyed this video, Miss Pippies, and that you are getting amazing, amazing sleep. Remember, I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. Good night.
It was a time of great adventure and danger. Shunned by his kin, an illager wanders the land, seeking a new home. But all he found was hatred. Driven by rage against those who wronged him, he wandered blind to whatever end. Until at long last, the illager found something that would change him forever. The Orb of Dominance. Corrupted by evil, driven by vengeance, the Arch-Illager made all bow before him. And if they did not bow, they would fall. The Illagers raided the land. Who would have the valor, the purity of heart, to stand against the Arch-Illager's reign of terror? Well, not that one. But maybe you. The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you. rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them. By the Arch-Illager's decree, all free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the illagers, or there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends. clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you. The Illager raids have roasted this once lush land to ruin. Only one village remains unspoiled in this corner of the world. Make haste, hero. You must warn the villagers there of the battle to come. You are their only hope. and the villagers of the pumpkin pastures go on to fight another day.